Hi, I'm Graham from Royston Lund, and today you're with me to do a review on the current market and where we sit at the end of the first quarter 2024. We are currently in this beautiful family home situated in Edwalton on Vicarage Green. This beautiful family home has just come to the market, and it's a good example that the market is alive and kicking, already attracting a lot of interest and offers early on. This property is very typical of the types of houses that have been selling and selling very well, despite the negative press that we've seen in the housing market. Certainly during the end of 2022, there was a huge shift in the market after Liz Truss and the announcement with the government about interest rate rises and that they were going to be going up. We saw an immediate impact on the housing market with nervousness coming into buyers. Sellers got a bit concerned about whether things were going to sell or not, and we did see a slight reduction in the housing market. That stabilised a little bit through 2023. We did still see a drop over the course of last year. Now, a 6% drop might sound scary, but actually that's only effective if you're looking to buy and sell over a short timescale period. And in fact, if we go back to just before or just after the first pandemic, we can see that the housing market has still gone up 15% overall. Also, if you did buy a property last year, don't panic, because the housing market, as a general rule, will always rise. And so long as you're not looking to sell short term, then over the course of the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, your property value will increase and far surpass the 6% drop that we've seen since the announcement. So where are we in the first quarter of 2024? We saw the highest number of valuation requests. I think there was a lot of nervousness from prospective sellers in the housing market, looking for confidence to know whether this is the right time to sell. In the past, we have seen a lot more people extending properties than selling. And we've seen a change in that, largely down to the increase in build costs of extending. Here is a perfect example of what people are looking to do. This beautiful rear extension with the open plan living, dining, kitchen is very much what modern day living is all about. In the past, this was an absolute no-brainer, a beautiful rear extension on a property where the borrowing rates were low, it was easy to borrow money, and the build cost was low. Today, we've seen build costs increase by nearly a third. So now there's a question mark. Would it make more sense for me to move, or do I still do the extension? And more people are tending now to lean more towards moving. This in turn with the end of cheap borrowing. As their mortgage rates are increasing and their cost of living increases, is now this the right time for them to sell? So overall, we're seeing a healthy number of valuations, which in turn should lead to a relatively good marketplace for our buyers. So where are we heading into 2024? I think it's fair to say that the interest rates seem to have stabilised. So they're resting at around about 4.5%, which is good. The level of properties coming to the market is probably at a more healthy level. There is definitely a better supply of property and therefore more choice for our buyers, which is good. So it's really rather boring in that it's all good. And I think what we'll find is a relatively stable market this year, where people will have the opportunity to move. They will have the opportunity to find properties that may require work, but equally are done up like this beautiful house we're in today. So what's the best way for selling a house in 2024? I think the most important thing when having your property valued is a correct marketing price. We have definitely seen that even a small fluctuation or a small increase in a property value can have quite a dramatic impact on the saleability of the property. And getting the price right to start off with is critical. If we look from a buyer's point of view, there's a lot more sophistication out there. So if a property does come on for too much money, rather than viewing it and deciding it's not for them, they're choosing not to come. The internet now gives you a platform that if a property's been on the market for 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's now seen as there's something wrong. So then when you do a price reduction, it's always then a negative. So when you get the property price correctly at the start, we're actually even still seeing multiple viewings, open days, and see all bids. So it's critical to get the property right at the beginning. So, if you're looking to sell your house this year, please do give us a call at the Royston Lund West Bridgeford office, and we'll be able to provide you with clear, accurate advice and an honest opinion on the market value of your property.